Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Healthy Tip Thursdays. My name is Dr. Christina Christoforou, and I am the founder and owner of the Holistics Naturopathic Health Clinic. So today we're going to talk about headaches. I'm going to give you 5 minutes of what you can do to prevent a headache, what you can do to treat a headache quickly, things you can use while you're at home, and 3, what is the root cause of headaches and what testing that can be done. So how do I prevent a headache? Well, first, make sure you get enough sleep. Too much or too little sleep has been linked to headaches. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. Enough sleep would be anywhere from 7 to 8 hours a day. Second, make sure you drink enough water. I find a lot of times that we just don't drink enough water. So staying hydrated is really important. One of the things that a lot of people like to do is get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, go on with their day. A lot of people can say that actually coffee can help with their headaches. Well, yes, because your body's craving it. That's another talk. So most importantly, we want to make sure you are drinking that water. So how do you know what's enough water for you? Well, there's actually a quick little equation that you can do based on your weight in kilograms. So how much water is enough for you? You do 35 mils per kilogram of body weight, and that will let you know how much water in mils. Then you convert it in liters. So typically it's anywhere between 2 and 3 liters a day, and you want that spread out throughout the day. Third, I've talked about this before, is stress. You want to make sure you keep those stress levels down. High levels of stress will bring on headaches 100%. We've talked about that before, whether it is going for a nice walk, whether it's doing exercise, yoga, meditation, breathing exercises. All these things will really help to prevent a headache from coming on. And the last thing, the big one, is to how to prevent a headache is electronics. You want to make sure you minimize your time using those electronics. I know with the pandemic, everyone is using more electronics. I completely understand that, but don't use any extra time on there if you don't have to. So have a time where you're like, okay, 7 o'clock, I'm done. I am not doing this anymore. Okay? So let's say you do have a headache. A headache has come on. What do? What's the first thing you want to go for? I do know that most of us want to reach for that Advil and that Tylenol, and I get it. Sometimes you may need it. But what about a more natural approach as to what you can do? A couple of things I like to keep in my household. One is peppermint oil. So if I feel like a dull headache coming on, I just rub a little bit of peppermint oil on my temples, on my forehead, or even the back of my neck. And I find that really, really helps. And I do some breathing exercise along with it. So that's something that you can do. Second, a little bit of hydrotherapy. I found this has helped quite a bit as well. So what you do is you fill a basin of really warm water. You soak your feet in that. You sit on a chair and you put cold cloth on your forehead on the back of your neck. So what this does, it actually vasoconstricts your blood vessels in your head and actually pushes it down to your feet. Because your feet is in warm water, it's actually vasodilating. So you're actually encouraging the blood flow to go to your feet to constrict it in your head, so therefore it allows the headache to go away. I find that can really help as well. And one last thing that I'm going to mention to help treat is doing a little bit of acupressure. So I'll show you my hand. There is a point, and I've used it myself, is right between your thumb and your second hand, right about here, your second finger, sorry, and you apply pressure right here. Just push down. Okay, and this point is actually called LI4, large intestine 4, and it is the master point for head pain. So you just put a little pressure, hold it down. A lot of times I like to close my eyes as well and do the deep breathing. Do it for as long as needed. Then you can switch and do it on the other side, and it can really help just remove those headaches very, very quickly. So let's say you've done all these things, but you're still getting headaches. Well, what could possibly be the root cause? So there's a few things that I like to do with my patients. One is to do possibly food sensitivity testing. A lot of times there are foods that can be big triggers. So talk to your naturopathic doctor and see what would be a great test to do when it comes to food sensitivity testing. Other things, it could be related to nutritional deficiencies. Sometimes it can be due to low B12, that's usually related to stress, or sometimes it can be due to low calcium or magnesium, and again, it's usually related to stress. So there are other things or other root causes that could be causing your headache. So Here you go, everyone. Those are your little tidbits for today. So, how to prevent headaches, how to treat a headache when it comes on, and then last but not least, what further testing you can do to determine what the root cause of your headaches are. So, I hope you found it extremely helpful, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks for our next little pep talk. Thanks, everyone, and have a wonderful and healthy day.